Hi guys, it's Ruthie and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be trying out some stuff in Painter Essentials 6. So I am posting this video a little bit late tonight. I kind of forgot about filming a video, so I decided to do a quick digital video, and I decided to try out some brushes in the Painter Essentials 6. I have really been sticking to my Clip Studio Paint, but I actually recently switched to a different program, and I'll talk to you guys about that in just a second. But I went ahead and decided to go with Painter Essentials 6, or just Painter Essentials. I don't really know how the shorter term for this is. I don't know. But anyway, I just went ahead and tried out some brushes, and I had been I have tried this before, and I didn't really like it. It was a little bit, I don't know if it was a little too simple for me. I do like simple, but I don't know if using Photoshop a couple days kind of spoiled me. But I felt like I was missing something in all of this. And one of the worst things I really didn't like was you couldn't add your own brushes. You couldn't bring in any more. You had to buy some from their store. And I really, really wish I could have brought in some brushes. That is something I really love about Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint, is that you can actually bring in your own brushes. So that is really awesome. But with this, you just can't. And I know this is just an essential set and kit program for really beginning digital art. And I won't say the brushes aren't bad. I mean, they are really good, but for me, I personally didn't really like them, just for what I use digital art for and what stuff I like so far. It just seemed different. And I mean, it was not a bad different at all. This is a great beginner program, but like I said, just for me, it didn't really work. So just decided to try out all the brushes, because they actually did come with a ton of brushes, and I kind of felt like they were all kind of similar. I don't know, there wasn't really just a ton of just smooth, solid brushes. Yeah, I don't know. So going over back to what I said about Clip Studio Paint, I did actually switch, and I switched to Photoshop CS6, and the reason for that is I had been doing it on a different computer was because apparently that computer was a little too old, but apparently it wasn't, because I just updated it the other day and was able to connect the tablet with it. So yeah. I am now using that with Photoshop, because that computer has Photoshop on it, and it's just kind of a hassle to get it on the other computer. So anyway, I used it for that. But the reason I stopped using Clip Studio Paint was because whenever I was using it, my pen was not responding very well with the program. I don't know what it was. It was kind of there was tension. It felt like there was tension on it, and I know that's kind of weird for it to be a technical digital thing, but it really felt like whenever I was trying to go very smooth and flowy, it was very tight, and it didn't want, and if I was just going out just a little bit, it would go way out. I don't know, it was very, very strange. But I knew it wasn't really just the tablet, because when I try it with this, it works perfectly fine, and when I use it on Photoshop, again, just fine. So I don't know, it was kind of interesting. So yeah, that's why I switched, and Photoshop is my favorite. I did like Clip Studio Paint. I really was getting the hang of that one, and I did like the brushes and the tools that it came with, and I really recommend that. I actually recommend that one over this one. Just because for me, what I like to use and what I kind of got used to on all the brushes, I really got used to the other ones, and I really like those. So for me, the other one is the best out of the two that you get. Or you get 3 downloads for the tablet, and one's photography, which I don't really do photography, so there was no need for me to get that, and so you could only pick 2, so I decided to go with the 2 digital art ones, which was this one and the Clip Studio Paint. So I really like both programs. I think they're really, really good. The only thing just for the other one, it again, some weird pen tool, and like for some reason it worked. For some days it worked fine, but then when I went and tried to use it the next day, like it was acting weird. So I don't know. Some of my favorite, so moving back to Painter Essential 6, some of my favorite brushes were actually the airbrushes. I really liked the textures of these, and they really turned out really smooth and very textured, which was really cool. And again, there wasn't a ton of smooth colors, but I did like a lot of these, and the acrylics were pretty good too. But for me, again, not stuff I use like every day. I reach for a lot of the round brushes, and this I feel like didn't have a ton of round brushes. It was like, I don't know. I mean, like it did have some round brushes, but if you look at some of them, they actually were kind of like, I don't know, like a square. I don't know. It was kind of different. So yeah. It was something, again, I didn't really feel like spending a ton of time on, because I just didn't like it. It was, I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of like taking down Painter Essentials, but I'm not. I do like it, but for me it really doesn't work. Not for what I want. I just wanted something a little bit more, but definitely recommend you guys checking it out and trying it out for yourself. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday over New Year's. I had an amazing one, and hope you guys did too. And something I really want to start on with my art this year is really continuing with it and really trying to perfect it. Well, not really just perfect, but really try more, especially on bodies and people, because that is something that really struggle for me. Some like I can do like Disney characters whenever I'm doing like watching a tutorial or something, and that's kind of easy. But for me to kind of come up with something and just like come up with something out of my head is kind of hard. Oh, there was something I wanted to say real quick as I was going over with this brush. There was one of these brushes that wouldn't show up. I don't know if it was, so like I changed the color and it was not showing up. I don't know. It was strange. And like whenever I did the color, it was like, so it was gray and dull. I don't know. It was kind of strange. Yeah. So whenever I did, like what I was saying with my art this year, I really want to get better at it, especially drawing people. And I want to kind of break out of my comfort zone and draw some more hands, draw some more faces, people. And like some of my past sketchbooks, I have drawn more people, but it hasn't been like coming up with characters. I love watching Drawing with Waffles videos, and her character designs are amazing. I love watching her videos, and they're so inspiring. And for me, I don't know, it's just so hard. I mean, I've been drawing, like I really started taking drawing more seriously. I don't know, I think when I really started getting my first sketchbook. I'd always really liked art, but I don't know, I think once I really got my first sketchbook, I really realized like, hey, this is something I really want to pursue and try out. Oh, and again, I think we're wrapping up on the video. So whenever I was trying to use my other brushes, this has happened to me with Painter Essentials before, like when I'm trying to use the brush tool, it goes to like importing, like wants to import a picture. I don't know, that was the one thing that I really didn't like about it. But anyway, that is it for today's video. I know it's a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!